YorkNewsTimes.com, State Treasurer Shane Osborne was in New York this week to talk about two priorities of his office. First of all, he wants to make sure that $85 million in unclaimed funds are returned to the rightful owners. Also, he wanted to talk about a new website in which will bring more accountability to state spending. He says that the website, which was just recently launched, actually talks about where all the tax dollars come from and where they're all spent. First of all, unclaimed property.
Last year, I broke the all-time state record. We did, my first year in office, we've given back $13.2 million. And then as of June 1st of this year, we've already given back $8 million. So we're on track to do it again. And we had some large checks today, one of $101,000 and another one for $70-some thousand to a gentleman who's in the Veterans Home in Grand Island. So that's kind of neat to be able to do that. It's been exciting. We've been very proactive in trying to give money back to the people. Going out actively seeking people instead of waiting for them to come to us has been one of my main priorities when I took office. Was, there's $85 million in this fund. We're trying to get back as much as we possibly can of it, and so it's a labor of love. It's exciting, and we've broken all sorts of records. Another one we broke was the largest claim in the state's history. And so people can get on and do a website search, treasurer.org. If you have a name that's commonly misspelled, I would try that other spelling, because that happens as well. If you've owned some businesses, even in the past, if they're no longer in business, I would look for that. And then certainly deceased individuals and relatives that maybe didn't have any children. That seems to be a real common one, people's aunt and uncles. So there's all types. And what we've done is we've hired firms with skip tracing capability, basically collection agents, to go out and find people and give them money back instead of take money from them. And for deceased individuals, if we can't find the heirs, we open up the estate, and then we hire genealogical research firms to go out and find living heirs. And it's over 250,000 Nebraskans, so it's all types of property. Everything isn't necessarily a big claim, but with that many people with unclaimed property, if you don't have any, you certainly know somebody that does.
Now, Osborne says that when he ran for the office of treasurer, that his one goal was to bring transparency to the state government, and that's what brought about the launching of NebraskaSpendingcom. He talks more about how people can get on their website and see where the money is going and where it came from.
I know Nebraskans around the state are hurting. They're worried about their tax rolls going up, and where's this money going? And so I launched a website called NebraskaSpendingcom. It's the most comprehensive transparency website in the country. There's only 6 states that do this. We did it for a very low cost of $38,000, and we received $25,000 of that was paid for by a grant. And it is a website that is easy to read, easy to use, and it lets people know where the money comes from to the state, where revenues to the state come from, and it lets people know where the money gets paid out, all the agencies' budgets, and it's interactive. Pie charts, bar graphs, things like that anybody can read and understand. You don't need to be an accountant to understand this stuff. And what we did was we put the entire state's budget on there, all the agencies' budgets. Then we put an interactive 93 county map where it shows you can click on your county and go onto York County and see what the property tax rolls are, how much state aid to schools you're getting. All that information's out there at the click of a button. And then we also on the website have all the state contracts. So anybody that's doing business with the state, you can do with a contract of over $20,000, you can get on there and find out who does business with the state. We also put expenditures, large expenditures on there. So you can do a search and say, where's the state's largest checks getting paid out to? So it's a website that is second to none. I'm very proud of it. It's not a political website in any way. It's just straightforward facts. And I look at it as my job, not only as a public official to bring transparency, but as the state treasurer. You're the CFO of the state. I don't make the budget in the legislature. I don't approve the budget as the governor. I'm the independent authority that oversees this, and we're very diligent in our research process. We cite our sources, and it's just a straightforward website where people can get on and click around and find out where their money's going.
So again, if anybody wants to check out the information, they go to treasurer.org, or they can go to NebraskaSpending.com to see what your tax dollars are doing, how they're being spent, how much people are spending, and also how to receive your unclaimed property. Again, this is Melanie Wilkinson with YorkNewsTimes.com.